A small town surrounded by forests carried an ancient rumor that no one dared to repeat after sunset. They said a child wandered the woods when the night was deepest, barefoot, silent, and pale as ash. No one knew when the first sighting occurred, but the stories stretched back generations. The child was never seen in daylight, only when lamps flickered, when the sky was black, and when silence pressed down heavier than air. Those who saw it claimed their homes were marked by whispers at their windows and scratches on their doors. Soon after, they vanished without trace, leaving their houses cold and abandoned. The townsfolk buried the past by silence, pretending the child was only a tale told to frighten misbehaving children. But the silence did not erase the truth that lived in the shadows. One autumn, when the air grew colder and the night stretched longer, a farmhouse on the edge of the forest became the center of unease. The farmer's lanterns burned low though oil was full, and his animals shivered though no wind stirred. Neighbors noticed small footprints in the mud around the barn, too small for any child in town. The prints never led away, only circled endlessly, as if something waited and watched. Each night, the farmhouse windows reflected not just the lamplight, but a pale figure lingering in the distance. The farmer boarded his windows and locked his doors, but the boards split as though touched by unseen hands. Animals fled into the woods and never returned, their cries echoing unnaturally long into the night. Soon the man himself was gone, his home left open, his belongings untouched. From that night onward, travelers began reporting the child again. It appeared at crossroads where lanterns dimmed and horses panicked without cause. Sometimes it stood by rivers, staring into the black water as if waiting for something to rise. Witnesses never remembered walking away. They only realized later they were miles from where they had stopped. The child never ran, never spoke, never blinked. It simply stood, and with its presence came the sense that the night itself leaned closer to listen. Some swore its face was blank, as if features had been erased. Others insisted they saw their own younger selves staring back at them. Every version ended the same. The witness was never seen again. The town shrank as people moved away, unwilling to risk vanishing. Houses emptied, fields withered, and the forest crept closer with each passing year. One winter night, a group of hunters, braver than the rest, decided to end the tale by seeking the child in the forest. They carried torches and weapons, muttering prayers as they stepped into the frozen silence. Snow fell heavy, and soon the forest seemed endless, paths twisting where none should exist. At the heart of the woods, they found a clearing where footprints crisscrossed in every direction. The hunters raised their torches, and there the child stood. It was smaller than they imagined, its skin glowing faintly against the snow, eyes black and endless. The flames of the torches bent toward it as if dragged by invisible breath. One by one, the hunters dropped their weapons, not by choice, but as though their bodies no longer obeyed. The snow muffled every sound, yet the clearing filled with a pulse like a second heartbeat. When the torches died at once, the night swallowed everything. By morning, only footprints remained, circling endlessly, with no sign of the hunters. The town never sent anyone else into the forest, and to this day, travelers whisper that the child has grown taller, its shape less human, and its hunger deeper. The darkness does not keep it away anymore. It walks wherever shadows fall, waiting for the next who dares to look. Too long,